Hello there. Hello there. Wait. This is this is Marcio, and this is yet another episode of Coding with Agents and Culture Coding with Agents. And this is a part of a series of reflections about this modern days where we're building things with humans and agents all together. Context here, if you are thinking that's going to be a difficult or complex place where we won't differentiate humans than uh, tools. Don't worry, because it's even worse that for the past 2 decades, for example, some of the humans are behaving like tools and bots. And even worse is that bots are behaving in some circumstances more better than humans. Not better necessarily. I meant to say less mechanized. All right, so that's important to say. It's part of the session because that's the philosophical part of this. Now, let's focus here in the case that I want to show you. So today I'm updating the system. This is part of WePlex communication, the actual task here. And I do have on the right hand side two buttons there, one for new article, one for rendering covers. New article, I can write article. It's I, I basically have the contents for the article, images in the middle. It builds something that becomes an article. Render covers renders these things here. So inside the site that I'm updating, sometimes you need this graphic covers. And as part of WePlex, this digital publishing system, we render these graphics. So if you don't have a nice image for your article, that's okay. The communications platform takes care of automatically rendering for you the basic template. Okay. All right. So now that's the task, right? So there's the philosophical thing that we're talking here, and I'm exposing my work routine now. Okay. Now now what I'm building is this UI thing here, right? And I had a legacy system there doing this with some of the server side functions. For instance, right now the third button that I want, the panel, is one. When I click in the article, you see there's only the title. And wait, where is for instance, right, the contents of the title that I typed before? Oh, it's not there because I had another system that it's responsible for processing the contents of the article, which includes, by the way, processing the images, because the images, they when they pass through the pipeline process to become images for the article, there are optimizations going on, also some graphical effects, as you will see. Okay. For instance, some of these images, they are place it inside the frame, like something that matches the website design and template. All right, so let's work. This is the third button there. Okay. All right, all good. Now, just like we did for the two above, because I in prior sessions, I updated already the two buttons to become part of this new UI and part of this new organization here. Just like we did for the two above, let us work out the third button, service, where you will find the information from the bots articles treats from the bots from the bots articles treats. Okay, same architecture same architecture. Okay, in case we don't have in the readme update there, I mean, naming convention for the, and basically, because it's the third time we do something, right? Like culture, right? Name convention of the mod XXX, Y, that sort of thing with with the panels, with the editor HTML chunks and JS. Now, in terms of functions, that now article treats. I'm revisiting. I don't remember exactly. As you will see, uses the render service, uses the render service, also uses a config. Wait, articles treats one, two, the config of the bot. That's for the rendering service. Auto also uses a config for the rendering service. For the rendering service, I guess what I told before for the cover service, bots config, bots config. Where is bots config? Repo root bots config, bots library. Wow, renderer API is here. Very interesting. Yeah, that's okay. We'll later probably remove some of those older things from there. Okay, so all right. Now also use config render service, and as you can see, and it should also work like bring a what's that notion here, right? Season selection, a season selection panel like we did for the like we did for the render covers. So sort of follows the same flow. However, as you will see, the job is about rendering, rendering, ren- using the input MD to become the index MD after the rendering of the, how we call those things, image chunks, image chunks. Well, if you think the architecture we made so far is good to this case, go ahead. Otherwise, ask me if you find major differences in this case, because I don't think there is. So here is a situation for us to talk about, right? Because some case you put the first brick, right, and your second brick on top, and it's the third brick, and that happens a lot, right, when we're building things. So there is this design phase and harvesting or growing phase, building phase. And refactoring happens, but not today. Not today. All right. Maybe it's time for coffee here and water. All right. All right. Okay. Implementing time for visual effects production value. Very soon, another episode, we will talk updating this recording system. Okay. For all the systems that are happening here, I I don't know, very soon I might consider, okay, maybe I we might consider using this idea of the commit envelope for everything before, you know, actionizing things, okay? It's fascinating. You know what I was thinking right now? That we need a that I want to call my colleagues from Netscape and ask for a reunion right now through the GPT days. We need an online reunion, and of course, it would be better for a reunion in present. But nevertheless, an online reunion is a must right now. Okay, the system continues. There are updates to the README naming conventions. That's nice. Yeah. So again, I pass the mouse over the files to see if every single change is self-contained inside the destination. That generally, okay, gives me confidence to confidence to recall the server and reload this thing here. Now you see there are three buttons, right? My article system seems to be loading, the render cover system loading, and the threads failed to load. One more time. Yes. So I'm hoping this is simple thing. Maybe it's time to read. Added the article threads module with workspace helpers. Wow, state management and the meta process render ported from both article threads. Expose it. Meta process render ported. What that means. Thread service. Thread service. Render API. That's good. Yep. Okay. Somehow, somehow the panel did didn't open the. I mean the button to the panel loading initial. It said it said this might be very simple. It might be something just like we had I had in another session, like the regis, some basic routing for initial registration or something. Coming from article under index. Again, I went through this. Wait, the new article is okay, but the third one, which we did now, is not opening. See that the meta should open each of them. They are all siblings. Oh, and this, I don't know if this was a good phrase, just say, nevertheless. Maybe I should look at that routing thing. is the article threads router. Oh, my bad. I restarted the wrong application. You're right. You are right. My bad. I restarted the wrong application. So here's the thing, right? Very important to say I apologize. The reason we say apologize is not because, the pure respect of, of wasting time of others, right? We say apologize because we want to not to confuse others, right? We're saying, yes, nothing was needed there. So that's me. This moment is very important. Later, I think in this video, I want to index the moments. So I need probably to find a way to parse through the video to make it the articles out of it. No worries. Okay, so now, yes, render covers, the third one, yes. Now, if I go here and I load the tasks, yes, I will use this time also to commit things. And I also want to make sure I save the article and contents of, because the system is being used to edit my personal website. Okay. Now, we can probably do, going back to this case, right? What we're doing here is for all these articles, and you see, oh, wait, the server, the actual web server for the article needs to be up. For all these articles, we are going through this rendering process that will probably render the graphics production value. Uh, render rendering treats. If this works, if this works, we will start getting these contents. Yes, the first article there, but I don't see the images. That's okay, but the contents are coming. Let's go by steps here, baby steps. You see that the system behind the scenes use different renderers. I think I know why the image didn't come, because they were being transferred. Yep. You see that for some of these articles, I have different image treatments. And this was my mistake to put inside the mobile graphic. Graphic. Our image is rendered. That's okay. That's good. So the basics are good. Now I may, I'll need now to enter these articles inside the new cases here. Input, change to photo portrait. Input, change to photo portrait. Input, yes. Again, load tasks, render treats. The first case, probably nothing changed. Second case, inside the photo portrait. Third case, inside the photo portrait. Rendering treats, production value, production value, render it. So now I think I'm good so far. I know that the cover image is behind the video. I probably should fix that. And all the other and also other things like right the that is right. X fix here. And the third, this one too. Mhm. Again, render treats again. Go back here. Check the cover image first, the video later. Episode 80, good. Episode 70, good. Episode 60, good as well. All right, I think that's it. Still rendering the others, even though if they don't have images in there, that's okay. Of course, in the future, we could show right the thumbnails here. But so far so good. This we can end this session. Very nice. Thank you very much.